What's going on, people? I am Swaver, and this is the Opinionated Facts Media Group podcast. So I just got one question. Have you ever been in a situation where you're trying to talk to someone and maybe you're trying to get to a common ground and you're thinking that you're communicating well, but it just always end up leading to an argument? Well, we're going to talk about that tonight. I'm joined by some very special guests, Sunflower and Lovejoy. I am Swaver, and this is the Opinionated Facts Media Group podcast. And on this podcast, our mission is to build better relationships within our community through using the power of conversation. And so we hope that you guys really like this episode. We're going to jump right into it. And yeah, we're going to start with Sunflower. What's your point of view on this communication thing?
I think that a lot of people don't have effective communication skills as they think that they do. That's my take on it. I think that they aren't really able to understand or see that they don't have effective communication skills until they're put into a situation which forces them to see, oh, maybe I don't have the communication skills that I thought I was capable of. A lot of people have they think that they're able to effectively say what it is that they need to say, but they might do in their own way, but are they being perceived or received by the other person? Are they comprehending what is being said?
I'll agree with that 100% because I
Me
do.
too.
Go ahead. What you about to say, Joy?
No, I was saying me too.
Yeah, because I see it sometimes the blockage when people are having conversations, and I think another thing that it creates this problem is when you talk to somebody and they don't want to accept the truth. Have y'all ever been
Hmm.
in a conversation with somebody and you try to tell them something that's an actual fact, but they still ignore the facts?
Absolutely.
Yes.
And you're like, okay, well, I hear what you're saying and I understand what you're saying, but that's just simply not what it is. And you spend 30 minutes trying to explain why what you're saying is not your opinion, but rather a fact.
Absolutely.
And you know what ends up happening then? You run into situations where people get attitudes, they get angry. And sometimes that causes more pressure on the communication because you're thinking that you're talking to get to a common ground and you're thinking that you're getting somewhere, but the person's just getting frustrated. And you're like, well, why are you getting frustrated? We're just having a conversation.
I think
Yeah.
that happens a lot of times when we go into a conversation thinking we gonna hear what we want to hear, and then you throw facts at us, and that's not what we trying to hear. So it's like, no, that's not it. No, that is what it is. Like, but no, that's not what I was expecting. So I need a different answer.
I
But
mean,
then
go ahead, go get it off your chest. Come on with it.
no, I'm saying, but then all of that plays a important role in communication, body language, tone, listening, like it all, like that's a part of effective communication. That's why I say a lot of people think that they have effective communication and they don't.
I'll agree with that. And while we're there, let's talk about four ways to communicate. Obviously, there's more ways, but when I was doing some searching, I found that nonverbal, verbal, listening, and written communication. Now, we all know about the verbal. You know what I'm saying? We know
Right.
about that. But what about the nonverbal? What do y'all think about the nonverbal part about it? That could be facial expressions. That could be how
Hmm.
they
Yes.
their hands. So how does that
Body
affect?
language, eye
Right,
rolling, that's a
right.
part. Yeah.
How y'all feel
Right.
about?
No, I was gonna say I agree, especially body language sometimes is more important than the verbal. It's like somebody was saying, yes, I hear what you're saying, but their body language is slumped over, or they not looking, or they doing some other task while you talking about something that's very important to you. And so you could tell by body language, they really not trying to hear what you're saying.
And then that
Absolutely.
and that makes you frustrated. Go. What you about to say, Flower?
No, I was about to say absolutely because a lot of times that's what it stems from. Why people don't want to have effective communication or don't even want to communicate with you, period, because of the body language. You're
Mm-hmm.
putting off energy that you're not even aware of what you're doing. Oh, you see a person coming. Oh, I know they about to come up. You immediately drop your head. You immediately,
Right.
try to go the other way. So then it puts that person in a situation or predicament. Well, dang, I don't even want to. You know what? Don't worry about it. It draws them back. I don't even want to have the conversation.
Right.
I'll definitely agree with that. And how about listening? How many people are good at just listening? Not listening to respond, but just listening.
That's the part. We listen to respond because we like, all right, you about to bring some topic to me. I'm prepared to be on the defense because I'm not going to hear what you're saying clearly because I'm already getting my response ready. And
Well,
we're not listening.
I think you hear because you're hearing to respond. You want to have your quick comeback, but you're not listening. You want to have that. Oh, I got the last word. I got him. I got him. This is a good one. This one gonna knock him out the park. But you're not listening to really comprehend. Well, what is this person really saying? What are they really trying to get to the root? What are they trying? Instead of me, I can have the snappy comeback, but let me really get to the root of it or the root of the issue of what are they really trying to say, and so that we can heal and move on.
I would definitely say I've experienced that before from me because I was like, all right, I gotta have the last word. And I was really bad with hanging up the phone. Like if I say what I gotta say and hang up the phone, they can't get the last word in. But
I win.
I win. And it was no competition. So both of us actually really was losing. But yeah, we definitely listened to respond.
Absolutely. I'm gonna talk about this last one on the list, but of course, there's several other ways to communicate, you guys. We're just touching on these four, so we're gonna talk.
Oh no!
See somebody trying to communicate right now, but yeah, so we're gonna talk about the written communication. Now, of course, we're not really writing letters to anybody anymore, but I'll just put this in the text category. And we know how toxic those texts can get because when you're sending text, you don't know how a person is going to perceive what's on that screen.
Yeah, that is true.
And I can tell y'all this from experience, man. Sometimes you will take it the way you want to take it, and then you going off. There it is.
Yeah, you can read a text message with an attitude.
It can be sent in an attitude too. All caps. That means you yelling.
Side and all that other stuff.
Putting 5, 6 exclamation points at the end of it. Who are you talking to?
Man.
Yeah. See, we know what all the petty signs are right now. All the petty. But I'm gonna tell y'all this, man, just to kind of wrap it up a little bit, man. I think that some people don't want to have, I guess, a peaceful space or find any middle ground. I think some people, as crazy as it may sound, I think some people like the argument. They like the trauma and the space because I don't know what it does.
They thrive there because that's what's comfortable. That's what the norm is.
Man, it's sad though because I think recently I had a conversation, man, with somebody that I care about quite a bit. And, when we were talking, all the things that we just talked about, I think that the language, the body language, the body language, just the overall receptiveness, the closed off kind of position. I think it's what really made me want to have this conversation because I think I think a lot of people go through that and they're just trying to find the middle ground. But sometimes, even though that may be what you want, sometimes you have to think that some people don't want that.
Yeah, and you got to be okay.
Yeah, you do have to be okay and understand that that's all the resolve we're going to get right there. That's it.
Right. And in some cases, you just have to say, you know what? I'm not going to get to that person. Maybe I could later, but maybe at that time, maybe they're unreachable. And sometimes you just have to say, you know what? I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
To our listeners, I want to know, have you guys had any communication issues that led to arguments? If so, put it down in the comments below. We want to know all about it. And if you like this type of content, let us know by hitting that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. I am Swaver, joined by my very special guest, Sunflower Lovejoy. This is the Opinionated Facts Media Group podcast. And thank y'all so much. And until next time, peace.
Perfect.